Hey guys, I just wanted to share today about a testimony that happened about 2 weeks ago. This was just before Christmas. So, as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm working for this research program through the NHS and other pharmaceuticals companies who are testing blood samples of 5 million people. In one of the articles, it says 3 million people, but it's actually 5 million people. And you can go and check it out on the website. I will leave some links in the description box below the video. So we get to check their blood pressure, their BMI, and cholesterol, and then we take their blood samples, which will be sent out to the lab to be tested for all sorts of things. Anyway, that's what at least they're saying, and I have my doubts, which I shared it in my previous video. So we are seeing a large number of people who are fit, healthy, and just having a normal diet. They don't look obese, they don't look unwell, but their cholesterol is just through the roof. So this particular person I'm talking about, this lady's husband, took part the week before. He was so impressed by the service we gave and the information we gave him, and he went home, made his wife to sign up. So she came in the Wednesday just before Christmas, and so prior to this, there's a lot of rumbling going on, which only now, when I look back at it, I know it's the devil doing it. So we had a team leader who is so good, and all of us worked really well together like a team. And some of the team members are slow. They can't take blood samples and complete the survey within the time limit that we've been given. And there's me and another girl who are much faster. So we kind of pull the weight of other people sometimes when they're slow. So we get through one after the other, and then somehow at the end of the day, we do a good job, all of us together. So because of this, sometimes there are times that I might go half an hour late and I don't take my lunch break, and so on and so forth. And the team leader knows, and she's quite happy with it. So this particular week, this testimony is happening. The team leader goes, she's got some food poisoning issues, and then she goes off sick. And one of the team members who has a lot of issues, and I don't want to go into all the detail. And obviously, she had gossiped that I don't turn up on time. And new team leader, who came only for a couple of days, kind of was like her back was already up, saying, "Who's getting late?" And so I was really annoyed, because this person who complained, I had covered this person's back so many times that they don't get caught. And the Lord really led me to kind of give her some advice and talk, because she's much younger, and because she was victimized in other places and she would lose her confidence. So we kind of covered her from all angles, that the management wouldn't find out about the shortcomings that this person has. So in light of all of this, I was so annoyed, and I almost wanted to take that day off, saying, you know what, I just can't deal with this, I'm gonna take a day off, let them get somebody else, and then they will know that what people are worth, and just annoyance. But I knew in the morning I should not do it, because I will be letting other people down. So it's kind of, the Lord was pushing me, you need to go, you need to honor your commitments, you can't call in sick, or because I was really tired and I had hurt my knee as well. So anyway, I went there, and we were running short of some cholesterol strips and capillaries that we picked the blood from. And we knew that, and that had been ordered the previous week, but the supply had not been delivered. And so this was the day the man I mentioned earlier, his wife, was coming in the evening. So by 4 o'clock, everybody ran out of the cholesterol strips. Now, for the research company, it really doesn't matter because they can test cholesterol with the blood samples we've got. But this is one thing that we give out to people, their BP and their cholesterol and their BMI, and they take away a document just to, kind of tell them that, where is their health level. And I was feeling this unction in me that I need to do it. So when they ran out of cholesterol strips, I went to the team leader and I said, look, we still can do it because we have the strips, but we don't have the capillaries, which we picked it's like a little syringe that you pick it up and then you put it on the small machine. And I said, yes, it's a little bit, different from how we do it, but we can still do it. And she checked with the management. They said, no, we can't do it. And we went and bought even small syringes so we could do it safely. And even for that, they said no. And I was like, this is not right because so many people are finding out about their cholesterol and it's so high and they need to go and see the doctor now, that kind of an emergency. And what if there's an emergency today? And what if somebody will just walk away not knowing it? So 4 p.m. and we were told not to check any more cholesterol and explain to people that we've run out of supply. So if they want it, they can come back again and get it tested. Otherwise, we will take the blood samples and we'll give them all other details. But the Lord was kind of pushing me that I need to do it. So quietly, I explained to people that we've run out, but I will still check their cholesterol this way and they can take the results. And the team leader said to me, "You behind the curtains, what you do is your business." Because I told her I'm doing this, but she kind of, closed her eyes and she said, "I know you guys are good at it, but don't talk about it." I said, "Fine." So this lady comes in and then I was at the reception because I was free for 5 minutes and I said, "Come on in, I will see you." So I took the lady in and she's in her late 40s, really well dressed and looks healthy, well looked after. And when I checked her cholesterol, I was in for a shock. And normally it should be, the total cholesterol should be about 5 and below. And her cholesterol was 12.65. And she could have a stroke at any time. I wrote everything down. I didn't say anything. And then I sat down. She was my last client. So I wrote down and I said to her, "You really need to go and see a doctor like now." And I explained what were the normal levels. And then she was in a shock and she could not believe. And she was like, "How could it be? Because I eat a lot of vegetables. I don't eat a lot of carbs. I don't eat cheese. I'm really healthy and I'm really conscious about what I'm eating and blah, blah, blah." And she was shaking. And I was trying to comfort her, but I didn't know what else I could say. And then she was literally in tears. And I said to her, I held her hand and I said to her, "Do you believe in God?" And she nodded. I said, "Can I pray for you?" And she said, "Yes." So quietly, I just prayed over her and just said everything the Lord gave me at the time, broke the curse off of her because I just sensed the devil was after her. And if she had not come to this research thing and if she had not checked it out, she would not check it out because she has got no other health issues. And I believe the Lord broke off every curse and every demonic attack on her life as we prayed. And when we finished the prayer, she was a different person. Her face had changed. There was kind of, that inner light that comes through you. I don't think she's a born again believer because she did not come across as that enthusiastic, but she was so shocked. She was ready for any prayer. And she kept thanking me, saying that I can't thank you enough. I said, "Listen, do you know it's not me, it's the Lord. Lord is the God you trust. He's looking after you." And I then explained to her that I was not supposed to be in today. I was going to call in sick. And then we ran out of cholesterol strips this afternoon, and we were told not to actually check. But I had this in me, I had to do it. And I explained to her the conversation we had, and the whole thing was, and she was like, I know it was meant to be. I was meant to find this out. And I believe this lady would have had something quite detrimental if she had not come in that day. And the Lord, I'm so humbled that the Lord used me to kind of do this. So I just want to encourage you guys with this testimony that there are times when, you know, you don't feel like you don't want to go somewhere, or go to a prayer meeting, or go and see somebody, because you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to do this. I've got headache and I'm not so well and I don't want to go to work. But it is like, listen to the Holy Spirit. If you're meant to be there, if He wants you there, then there will always be this urge from deep within you that you need to be there. And that day I repented like big times that evening, saying, Lord, I would have missed a blessing today, and I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I will never do this. And then I realized, looking back at things, all those things that was going on about the gossip and the backbiting, all of that was a setup. The enemy was using people around me to set it up. So I will not be in my position to be used by the Lord for that time. So I hope this encourages you. And I just wanted to share this, that I was so humbled and I was so honored to be there at the time. And thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. God bless you for now.